Not long ago, the promise of smart devices was clear and ambitious. They were supposed to anticipate needs, make decisions on their own, and operate independently with minimal human input. Smart homes would manage themselves. Smart appliances would optimize behavior automatically. Smart assistants would proactively handle daily tasks. But today, something unexpected is happening. Across the tech industry, so-called smart devices are becoming less autonomous, not more. And this shift is being driven by practical, economic, and strategic realities rather than a failure of technology. At first glance, this trend feels backward. Artificial intelligence is improving, connectivity is everywhere, and computing power is cheaper than ever. Yet many smart devices now rely more heavily on user confirmation, manual controls, cloud services, and predefined rules instead of acting independently. The reason lies in how autonomy actually plays out in the real world. One of the biggest forces behind reduced autonomy is risk. When smart devices act on their own, mistakes are inevitable. An automated thermostat that misreads conditions can spike energy bills. A smart security system that overreacts can create false alarms. A home assistant that takes the wrong action can frustrate or even endanger users. As devices scale to millions of households, even rare errors become widespread problems. Tech companies have learned that autonomy without restraint can quickly turn into liability. Consumer trust has also played a major role. Early smart devices promised hands-off convenience, but often delivered unpredictable behavior. Devices triggered actions at the wrong time, misunderstood context, or behaved inconsistently. Over time, users became wary of giving devices too much control. Instead of feeling empowered, many felt monitored or overridden. In response, companies began redesigning smart systems to ask permission rather than assume intent.
In the US, photo and video content is booming. Everyone is filming, reels, shorts, vlogs, travel clips, family memories, sports action, concert footage, and content creators want gear that reacts instantly. They want to pull a phone out of their pocket and start shooting in one motion. A dedicated shutter button lets you open the camera instantly, even with the screen locked. Brands are adding two-stage buttons, zoom sliders, and long press shortcuts. It's all about speed. One click and you're recording. In a world where viral moments last seconds, that speed matters. Reason number 3, the button now controls more than just a photo. Today's camera button isn't just a shutter click. It's becoming a multifunctional control center. Press lightly, focus, press fully, capture, hold down, start video. Double press, switch lenses, swipe around the button, adjust zoom, hold in portrait mode, stabilize for vertical video. It's a hardware dial for a software-heavy camera, part button, part control wheel. This evolution is one of the biggest reasons the button is back. Smartphones now need physical controls because the software is getting too advanced for taps alone. Reason number 4, US smartphone makers are in a hardware race again. For years, phones competed on screen size, battery life, and thinness, but those improvements have slowed. There are only so many pixels a display can add, only so many milliamp hours a battery can carry. Now the battleground is camera hardware, and companies want every edge they can get. Optical zoom arms race, sensor size competition, AI-enhanced shooting modes, night photography improvements, high frame rate video. A physical camera button signals to buyers that this is a real camera, not just a phone. As companies try to pull customers away from rivals, adding a dedicated shutter key is an easy way to stand out. Reason number 5, foldables and new form factors need new ergonomics. Foldable phones, flip phones, and hybrid devices are becoming more common in the US. Their shapes make touchscreen controls harder to reach. A physical camera button solves that. On foldables, it makes horizontal shooting feel like using a real camera. On flip phones, it lets users film without opening the device fully. On compact models, it improves grip and stability. This isn't just nostalgia, it's ergonomic necessity. Reason number 6, Americans want convenience, not complexity. Smartphone cameras keep getting more advanced, but users don't want more menus. They want fewer steps. A camera button simplifies everything. One touch, instant capture. This matters in real moments: kids running around, pets jumping, beach trips, concerts, street scenes, sports events. Touchscreens are slow, physical buttons are instant, and instant is what Americans want. Reason number 7, the rise of pro-photography mode culture. More US users are experimenting with manual settings: ISO, shutter speed, white balance, focus pulling, RAW capture. A dedicated shutter key grounds the experience. It makes the phone feel like a proper camera, not a gadget. For years, enthusiasts begged manufacturers to bring the button back. Now they're finally listening. Reason number 8, better reliability and fewer missed moments. Touchscreens fail when your fingers are wet, you're wearing gloves, you're moving fast, the screen is off, or the brightness is low. A physical shutter button bypasses all that. It works in any condition: rain, snow, bright sun, or low light. It reduces blurry photos because there's less shaking. It ensures you never miss the moment. And for everyday users, that reliability is priceless. So what does this comeback mean for the future of US smartphones? It means camera hardware is taking center stage again. It means ergonomics are back in focus. It means the era of all-screen, no-button devices may be slowing down. And it means that the camera, the most used feature on the phone, is finally getting the physical control it always deserved. Smartphone makers aren't adding camera buttons out of nostalgia. They're doing it because photography has become the defining feature of modern phones. Users want speed, they want control, they want reliability, they want real camera feel in a device they always have with them. In short, the camera button is back because the camera is now the heart of the smartphone. And the next wave of US devices will lean into that even more, with better controls, better sensors, better ergonomics, and better photography experiences than ever before. What feels like a small button is really a big shift.